Hello students, this is Swapnil Dege. Welcome to the Maths Magnet. We are solving the practice set number 2.6. So in this case, we have done question number 1, 2 and 3. So let us solve the question number 4. In this question, we have Vivek is older than Kishore by 5 years and the sum of their reciprocals of their ages is 1 by 6 and we have to find their present ages. For this example, we have to assume the present age of the Kishore. So let us assume present age of present age of Kishore is equal to x years. So if present age of the Kishore is x years, then of present age of Vivek will become x plus 5 because the Vivek is older than Kishore. So we have to add this 5 in the present age of the Kishore, that becomes x plus 5 years. And according to the condition, the sum of the reciprocals of their ages. Reciprocal means what? We have to interchange the numerator and denominator of the value, that is reciprocal. So in this case we have x here. So by default x by 1 is there. So if we do the reciprocal of x, that will become 1 by x, and similarly 1 by x plus 5. So we have to add this because in our question the condition is the sum of their reciprocal. So 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 6 is given. So this is the condition, this is the equation by our given condition. So we can solve this further. We have to cross multiply this. 1 into x plus 5 is equal to, that becomes x plus 5 plus 1 into x is x divided by x into this x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 6. Let us simplify this. This x plus x will become 2x plus 5 divided by x into x is x square plus 5 into x is 5 into x. This will become 5 into x is 5x is equal to 1 by 6. So let us simplify it further. So we have to do cross multiplication again. So 6 into this 2, 6 into 2x plus 5 is equal to 1 into x square plus 5x. So after simplification we get x 6 into 2x, that is 12x plus 6 into 5 is 30 is equal to x square plus 5x. Let us simplify it further. We will get x square plus 5x. If we bring this 12 to the right hand side, that will become minus 12 x minus 30 is equal to 0. Let us subtract this. 5x minus 12x becomes 7x minus 30 is equal to 0. So we have to find two values. The multiplication of that two values should be minus 30. So minus 30x, we have to find two values, and addition should be minus 7x. So 10 into 3 we will get 30, and 10, if we add this 10 minus 10 in 3, so minus 10 plus 3 will become minus 7, and minus 10 into 3 will become minus 30. So let us put this value into the equation. So x square minus 10x plus 3x minus 30 is equal to 0. So we can take this x common from the first two terms. So x minus 10 and x minus 10 is equal to 0. So after taking plus 3 common from this, so we will get x minus 10. So again we can get this x minus 10 common, that will x plus 3 will, as it is, we can write. So we have x is equal to 10 and x is equal to minus 3. So we got two roots here. As we know, the age of Kishore will never in negative, so that is why we have to neglect this x is equal to minus 3. So we can select this x is equal to 10. So we got our answer. So first answer is the present age of the Kishore x years, means it is 10 years, and our second answer is the present age of the Vivek, that is x plus 5. We can write 10 plus 5, it is equal to 15 years. So we got our both the answers. First answer, the present age of Kishore is 10 years and the present age of the Vivek is 15 years. So now we will solve the question number 5. So question number 5 is Suez scored 10 marks more in the second test than that in the first test. So this question has two conditions. So Suez had given the two tests, first test and second test, and the comparison between the first test and second test is given here. So according to the condition number 1, Suez scored 10 marks more in the second test than the first test. So let us consider the marks in first test. Marks in first test is equal to x. So we are considering the marks which he has scored in the first test is x. So Suresh has scored 10 marks more. So marks in the second test, according to the condition, he has scored 10 marks more. 10 marks more means we have to add 10 in this. So 10 marks more than in the first test. So first test marks is x. So we can write x plus 10 here. So these are the marks, the Suez score marks first test x marks, and in the second test he got x plus 10 according to the condition. So this is the condition, 5 times the score of the second test. The score of the second test is x plus 10. So x plus 10. So we have to multiply this score of the second test by 5, because they have given 5 times the score of the second test. 5 times. So 5 times the score of the second test. 5 times the score of the second test is the same as square of the score in the first test. Is same as the same as the square of the score in the first test. So score of the first test is x. So we have to do the square of the x here. So this is the equation according to our condition. So let us simplify this. 5x. So 5x plus 5 into 10 is 50 is equal to x square. So we can easily simplify this. So this will become x square minus 5x minus 50 is equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation. Now we can solve this quadratic equation. So for this we have to find two numbers here. So for that we have to find minus 50 x square should be the multiplication and minus x should be the addition. So 10 into 5 we will get 50, and 10 minus 10 plus 5. If we do minus 10 plus 5, that will become minus 5, and minus 10 into 5 we will get minus 50. So let us solve this equation. So the equation is x square minus 5x minus 50 is equal to 0. So we got the values, x square minus 10x plus 5x minus 50 is equal to 0. So we can take this x common. So x minus 10 as it is we have written here. So we can take 5 common here. So therefore x minus 10 x plus 5. So these are the factors of this quadratic equation. We have to find the roots. X is equal to 10 and x is equal to minus 5. So we can neglect this x is equal to minus 5 because the score is never in the negative. So let us eliminate this value or neglect this value, and we are considering the x is equal to 10 here. So according to the question is we have to find his score in the first test. And we have assumed that marks in the first test is x. So we got our x. So the correct answer is the Suez score 10 marks in the first test. Suez scored 10 marks in the first test. So this was the question number 5. So next question is question number 6. So in this question, Mr. Kasam runs a small business of making earthen pots. He makes certain number of pots on daily basis. Production cost is given. So production cost of the each pot is rupees 40. This is the condition. They have given us the condition rupees 40. The production cost of each pot is given, that is rupees 40 more than 10 times the total number of pots. 10 times the total number of pots. This is the given. He makes in a one day. If production cost of all pots per day is rupees 600, production cost of all pots are pots is given, that is 600. We have to find the production cost of one pot and number of pots he makes per day. So let us consider the number of pots he make in one day. Okay, so let number of pots he makes in a day. Okay, so we have to consider it as x. Okay, so we have considered the number of pots he makes in one day is x. Now we can calculate or we can find the production cost of one pot. Okay, so production cost of a pot. Production cost of a pot will be according to the condition, that is production cost of each pot is 40 more. Okay, 40 means 40 more means we have to add 40 more than 10 times the total number of pots. 10 times the total number of pots. Total number of pots we have assumed x. So we have to multiply x by the 10, because they have given that 40 more than 10 times the pots which are made in one day. Okay, so this is the condition. So we have assumed the production cost also and number of pots he makes in a day also. So now we have to consider the second condition, that is if the production cost of all pots is given, that is rupees 600. Production cost of all pots is given. Okay, production cost of all pots is 600. Now if we want to find the production cost, if we have we have to find the production cost, we have to multiply this number of pots he makes in a day. Number of pots in a day is x. So x, we can multiply this x with this production cost of a pot. Production cost of one pot is 10x plus 40. So this will become the production cost of all the pots. All right, production cost. This is the production cost of all pots. Why? Because we have assumed that x is number of pots he makes in a day. Number of pots he makes in a day is x. We have assumed that. Okay, and we have to multiply that x with production cost of one pot. Production cost of one pot is x 10x plus 40, and if we multiply, this will become the production cost of all the pots. So production cost of all pots is given, that is 600. So we can write 600 here. So this is the equation according to the given condition. Now we can simplify this equation. So let us simplify this equation. 10x into x is 10x square plus 40 into x is 40x. Bring this 600 to the left hand side, that will become minus 600. We can simplify this quadratic equation. Plus 40x minus 600 is equal to 0. So for the simplification purpose, we can divide this equation by using the 10. So this equation becomes x square plus 4x minus 60 is equal to 0. So let us find the number such that we can get the multiplication minus 60x square and addition should be 4x. So the numbers are 10 into 6 and 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 is 10 minus 6, sorry, 10 minus 6. So 10 minus 6 becomes 4, and 10 into minus 6 becomes minus 60x square. So we got these two numbers. So let us simplify the question. Quadratic equation: x square plus 10x, x square plus 10x minus 6x minus 60 is equal to 0. So we can take this x common, x plus 10 and x plus 10 is equal to 0. So we can take this minus 6 common. After taking minus 6 common, we have x plus 10 here. So minus 6, if we multiply this minus 6 with this bracket, we will get again this number minus 6x minus plus into minus into plus, that will be minus 6 into 10 is minus 60. So we have to take minus 6 as a common. So x plus 10 and x minus 6 is equal to 0. So we will have the roots minus 10 and x is equal to 6. So we have to consider the x is equal to 6 because the number of pots never in the negative. So we have to neglect this x is equal to minus 10. So let us consider the number of pots he makes in a day is equal to x. So x is 6. So Mr. Kasam makes the number of pots in every day is 6, and the production cost, for the production cost we have to put the x is equal to 6 in this expression. So x 10 into 6 plus 40. So 10 into 6 is 60 plus 40 is equal to 100. So we got these two answers. Mr. Kasam's makes 6 pots per day, 6 pots per day, and the production cost of that pots, the production cost of a pot, a single pot is 100. So we got our two answers here. So question number 7 in the practice set number 2.6 is: Pratik takes 8 hours to travel 36 km downstream and return to the same spot. The speed of the boat is given, that is in the still water, is 12 km per hour. We have to find the speed of the water current. So first of all, we have to understand the question. In this question, they have told us to Pratik is traveling to one spot to the another spot by using the boat. So let us consider the speed of the boat. They have given the speed of the boat is 12 km per hour. So speed of the boat is 12 km per hour. Okay, and he is traveling to from point A to B. Okay, he is traveling from point A to B, and the distance between the point A to B is 36 km. If he is traveling to A to B, that will be 36 km, and he is returning from point B to A again. So there are two conditions. First condition is he is traveling to the downward with the river, and he is traveling to opposite to the river. So the speed of the boat becomes more and speed of the becomes less also, because if he is traveling to the river with the river, the speed of the boat is more, and if he is traveling opposite to the river, the speed of the boat will reduces. Okay, so this is the condition. Downstream means he is going to with the river, and upstream means he is coming opposite through the river. So this is the condition, and we have to find the speed of the water current here, and the time he takes to travel from point A to point B and returning from point B to point A is 8 hours. So total traveling time is 8 hours. Okay, so let us find the speed of the water current. So for that, we have to consider the speed of the water current is x. So let us solve this. The speed of water current speed of water current is x kilometer per hour. So we have considered that speed of water current is x kilometer per hour. Now we have one condition here, that he is traveling downwards, downstream and return to the same spot, means he is traveling to downstream and he is traveling upstream also. So in this case we have to assume the speed of speed of boat speed of boat in downstream downstream, and we have to also assume that the speed of boat in upstream. So we have two conditions, downstream and upstream. So we have to make one equation for this. Before that, they have given us the speed of the boat. Speed of the boat is 12 kilometer per hour. So speed of boat is given. Speed of boat is 12 kilometer per hour. Now we have to make this expression. So the speed of boat in downstream means what? He is traveling with the river. He is traveling with the river. The speed of boat is already 12 kilometer per hour. Means if Pratik is traveling with the river, means that boat is adding the speed of the water current also. So for this, the speed of boat in downstream, he is adding his speed. His speed is actually, boat speed is already given 12. So 12, and we have to add this x into this 12, because when we add this x with this 12, that becomes the speed of the boat while traveling downward. So this is the speed 12 plus x kilometer per hour. Similarly, we have another condition here, the speed of the boat in upstream. Upstream means what? He is traveling opposite to the river. So we have to subtract. We have to subtract this x from this 12, and that becomes 12 minus x kilometer per hour. So this speed becomes the speed of the boat in upstream. Okay, so these are the some considerations. Now we are going to make the quadratic equation by using this information. For traveling, both the traveling means from point A to B and again returning from point B to A, he is taking 8 hours. So for this we have to use the one formula, speed is equal to distance by time. This is the formula, but we have uh, the total time is there, so that total time is 8 hours. So we have to make this equation in terms of time. So he is traveling downwards. He is traveling downwards, means we are considering that downward time is t1, and he is again returning. So that returning time is t2, and a total t1 plus t2 becomes t total time. Okay, and that total time is 8 hours, right? So how to find this t1? How to find this t1? So if we want to find the time, so by using this formula, speed is equal to distance by time, we can easily make the formula for time. So time is equal to distance by speed. Okay, so the formula for time is distance by speed. So t1 means what? T1 means what? Distance by speed. Distance by speed. So distance is 36 kilometer from A to B, point A to B, the distance is 36 kilometer. So in this case distance is 36, right? T1, we are finding the T1. So distance by speed. So distance is his first, we are taking this T1 means what? We are taking this condition downward stream. Okay, so 36 by speed. So speed of the downstream is 12 plus x. So 36 by 12 plus x plus T2 is returning now. He is returning. So T2 becomes distance by time is equal to distance by speed. So distance in this case is 36 kilometer, and the required speed is in the upstream. While traveling upstream, the speed was 12 minus x. So 12 minus x. So this is traveling time t1. He is traveling downward. That time is t1, and plus returning from point b to a, that is t2. 36 by 12 minus x, and this total time is 8 hours. This total time is 8 hours. So this was very important part in this. So by using the conditions, we have made this equation. Now we will solve this equation. We may require this information. So let us solve this. This 36 by, let us write this 36 by 12 plus x plus 36 by 12 minus x is equal to 8. So this is the equation. So we can, for the simplification purpose, we can take this 36 common. So take this common, that will be 1 by 12 plus x plus 1 by 12 minus x is equal to 8. So let us cross multiply this. This will become 1 into 12 minus x plus 1 into this 12 plus x, 12 plus x divided by this 12 plus x into 12 minus x, that is in the form of a plus b and a minus b. So we can write a square minus b square directly. So in this case, a is equal to 12. So 12 square minus b square means x square. So x square, and we have this 8 at a, as it is. So next step, we can cancel out this x here. So positive x, negative x is cancelled here. 36 into 12 plus 12 becomes 12, 24. This 12 square means 144. Square of the 12 is 144 minus x square is equal to 8. So this is the equation. Now we have to simplify this equation more. For get simplified equation, simplified quadratic equation, we can get simplified quadratic equation. So how to get that? This 24 by 144 minus x square is equal to that will be 36. Let that 36 to the right hand side, that will be 8 by 36. We can simplify this. This will become 4 2s are 4 9s are, and now we can easily cross multiply this. Will become, there will be very easy quadratic equation. Okay, so this is 24 by 144 minus x square is equal to 2 by 9. Let us cross multiply this. 24 into 9 is equal to 2 into 144 minus x square. So 24 into 9, 216. Take this 2 to this left side, that will become divided by 2. So 144 minus x square, 2 ones are 2. So this is 108. So take this 144 to the left hand side, that will become minus 144 minus x square. So if we subtract this, that will minus 36 minus x square. So there is negative sign to both the sides, LHS and RHS. We can cancel out that sign, so that we can have this x square is equal to 36. So taking square root of both sides, that becomes x is equal to plus and minus 6. So if we have two values, one value is equal to x and other value is minus, one value of x is equal to positive 6 and other value is negative 6. So we are finding actually the speed of the boat. Okay, and that speed of the boat never comes in negative. So we have to consider x is equal to 6. So this is the required answer. So our question was, we have to find the speed of the water current, right? So speed of the water current in the in this question, speed of the water current is 6 km per hour. So we got our answer. Speed of the water current is 6 km per hour. 6 km per hour. So this, in this question we had use the formula formula of the speed is equal to distance by time. So this is the very important formula, and in such kind of questions we can use this formula, speed is equal to distance by time, and we can easily solve this kind of questions.